Oh, welcome back. What just happened? Can you believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. No idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor, and we're not going to stop until we're back, taking back our homeland. All right, getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to tend to first. We should get back to the village. You mean Nigiri? Unless the weasels injured more of you. Let's see. Yes. The Long and Rhino Road. How are you feeling after fighting that demon? I can only imagine. I suppose I ought to apologize to you for, Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us, the shinobi too. Ah, persimmons.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
Stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself.
It also revealed that there's an alliances here too.
In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
And there they are!
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new Primal Slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what. I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us. Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore. Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return. For there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
This time before I forget again. There. I will be traveling to the Azium Steppes, Edgar. I found Lord Hien once before, and I am confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was to me whom he put the question of Domo's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver to him our people's reply. Countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked on his face. It would be of a great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to welcome us into search, I should add. I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I heard, he's about the same age as me, and then there's Fordola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. This is all he ever known, but unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I understand that, it'll help me to understand a lot of other things. I'll get you the twins eventually. In the meantime, how shall I occupy myself? The beloved king returning to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you've ever hear in Charlene or Old Dahl, is it? In those words, perhaps, but no land's people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. Does he speak from personal experience? As much as this Lord Hien intrigues us, Edgar, there are more vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There's also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kogane. Dealing with this troublesome Aetheryte, I could go on, but you understood. To Kogane! So it goes. We all have our responsibilities. We should depart for the Azim Steppes at once. You will be joining us, Edgar. For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need us to come back sooner, you better contact us. Noble sacrifices are a last resort, remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many malms to travel before we reach Reunion. Wait, don't leave yet. Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you after what you've did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials, and we'll win our freedom, so don't keep us waiting too long. And we got sushi. Meanwhile, in the Cape of Doma Castle.
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror.
Eh? Oh, he's talking about
Prepare the
Omega.
airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself. Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds, they render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope, to make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want him dead. I want his friends dead. I want the heads of everyone he knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after him? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, milady, he won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
Another meanwhile? Yeah, meanwhile, in the fringes of Girabon, yeah. There's a massive hole in the floor.
Aye. This is the place. When his shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are. Yet, if this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
I don't know, I was half expecting him to jump in there. Well, we already have the thing that allows us to fly. And I don't really feel like doing these purples. In fact, I'm gonna call it there. This episode's gonna be a bit shorter, and I'm only gonna be recording 2 for this recording session because I honestly don't feel all that well right now. Really tired. So I'll see you all in the next